don't do that here at SoundCloud.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's Nick Fury.
Got the book in the Sound Lab.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yo, for real, man. Episode 185. To infinity.
Thursday and every other day.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, love.
Get it rocking. We rolling. We
I'm
rolling.
gonna do these shows sober one time.
Sure.
Yeah, one time. Yeah, like no bud, no
it's not
liquor.
Gonna be no fun.
Why not?
Because it's not.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we on.
All right, this is CWTFB Radio. I am your host, Charlie Machine, alongside, I'm going to get my franchise voice on. Lovely Leticia here. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Leticia? How you doing, baby? Thank you for being in the building.
I
Thank you.
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate
I
you
feel
pulling
honored
up.
to be sitting in the middle of you two.
All right, y'all
come
got to
on
say that.
Come on
know, it's
I always
all
thought I'd
right.
be sitting on the other side of the couch, but I'm in between you guys. Oh my God.
Oh, my God. It's levels.
Yeah,
Not
come
everybody
on
can
now.
make it here.
Not
Yeah, you
everybody
know,
is
this
special.
this is a different seat.
It
Yeah,
is. I feel
yeah.
special.
yeah. You get unlimited access to the chicken. By the time the guests here, the chicken's down to like it's
Yeah, no.
It's a cheat
dwindling
code.
down.
It's a
You know what I
cheat
mean? So yeah.
But we also got my far right hand man, Cash.
You know what I mean?
Fucking sense.
You know what it is. Pray for the parlay. Pray for the parlay. Pray for all
Yes.
plays and the parlays. Yes, sir.
All of the above, man.
yeah.
With CWTFB Radio, that's Choose What the Future Brings. Black culture through
Black,
music.
y'all.
We in the Garage Media Center, man, at the Sound Lab in Brockton. Make some noise for the Sound Lab,
Where
man.
creators create, goddammit.
Creators
Yes,
create, man.
That's right.
You know that, man. Shout out to everybody in here. Nick Fury in the building. You know what I mean?
business.
Bree in the building. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of love in the building right now. My
Always.
man Kong, get it on.
Always.
Whatever team you on, you need a nigga like Kong on Dead Dogs, my nigga. Yo, if y'all need to book anything at the Sound Lab, I get a lot of questions. People's always saying, yo, can you plug me in, plug me in, plug me in? SoundLabMA.com. You can book both of the studios upstairs. You can book the Garage Media Center. Somebody will get back to you and make it happen, man. I'm not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Just
Don't slack. I see
SoundLabMA.com.
a lot of
You know what I'm
artists
saying?
are creating here.
Yes.
Like a lot of artists.
It's dope
Like,
because
I love
literally
it.
at any given moment you pull up here, there's mad niggas.
You can see mad niggas here.
On
And
Dead Dog.
There be times where I be introducing street niggas. They be hesitant, but they be like, you know what? It's DC Dub niggas introducing us. So it's
Cash,
like,
so it's
yeah,
cool,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Cash ain't never heard nobody.
Yeah,
So from what
yeah.
I understand, it's the only black-owned studio in Mass.
Is it? Is that a fact? Is that an
Is that
actual
a fact?
fact?
I think so. I think I heard that the other day. No.
All right, let's give it up for the Sound Lab then, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Yeah.
What creators create, goddammit.
That's our spot.
Shout out Big Suge,
base.
211.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Leticia, thank you for
Yeah.
being here. What's up with you?
Nothing much.
Eh?
This is my second time here this week.
Yeah, I know.
What did I host the other night? The
Testing lab.
Testing lab. That was
But
dope.
oh,
The guest
that's
host.
right. You
It
was
dope.
there
Yeah,
for
I was
that.
dope.
Yeah.
I was dope. And then you hit me up and was like, I need you here tonight. And I was like, okay, the guests that you guys have, I definitely want to sit in on the interviews.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm here.
Okay. But for the people who don't know who you are,
I am Leticia J from the Franchise Report.
yep.
Been doing the Franchise Report for 2 years. And I recently just started another podcast with Frank Nino called Force to Win Podcast.
What's the win? I love
Force
that
to
name.
Win.
I'm out here. I try to do it for the hip hop culture of Boston, Mass.
Yeah.
Nah, the franchise report, my fault. I was always impressed by the franchise report because I thought, like, you see how this is one episode. All this happens for one episode. These niggas have a relay race
Yeah.
of episodes at the franchise report.
Dead Dog.
Like, niggas be like, hey, yo, it's my time. Niggas be like, I'm still rapping, though. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about this nigga that just walked in the room.
It's like 7 niggas back to back in one day.
No, honestly, I think the most that we had in one night, seriously, crazy, was 17. 17
Wow.
in one night.
We had a back-to-back episode one night, and we blacked out on that second
we
episode.
actually drink way more than you guys do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so-
Yeah, you do.
It was
But,
pathetic. That second episode was bad. So imagine we did 17 episodes, Chiz. Your head would be on the keys, just hitting them gunshots.
you
Nigga would be unconscious.
I mean, if Anybody ever watched my episodes, you can see it in my face. You can see it in my face when I'm done. You can see it in my face when I'm like not feeling the artist.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a
for
lot.
sure. If you're number 16 and you're not good, nigga.
Listen, I'm being
Oh
my
my
phone like
God.
this. I'm looking up in the air like, damn, did I take the chicken out?
Wow. I would get wild disrespectful. See, I couldn't do no shit like that. I'd be too blunt. I'd be like, nah, I'm done. Like, this nigga's obviously not here.
Yeah, no, the questions don't get that good. But recently, I've been trying to be good and try to book no more than 6 artists a night.
Why 6?
Why 6? Because I just feel like that's all we need.
Okay.
That's all we need.
Now, so what's your background? Because you sound like you're from New York, right? And I know you told me you
So
was.
I'm originally from Brooklyn, but I've been in Boston. I've been in Boston, in
Boston.
Randolph
Boston.
for about 20 years.
And then
So,
North
you know,
Side.
yes.
Okay.
So I've been out here long enough to say I'm a Bostonian, but I don't think I'd ever call myself a Bostonian.
Why?
Just because I'm a Brooklyn girl.
Okay.
Always will be. You could
part
take
of
me out
Brooklyn?
of Brooklyn, Flatbush.
Flatbush.
course.
Damn, sorry to
You
hear
can
that.
take me out of Brooklyn, but you can't take the Brooklyn out of me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah. So I did not start off with radio. I started off as an intern.
Okay.
I was doing law before that. Started off as an intern for somebody.
Oh. Thought you was Angela Valdez.
Yeah, I thought I was Angela Valdez. Yeah, I did. And then
Oh, yeah, you was trying to be on the state side or the criminal side?
I actually worked for the DA's office.
Nice.
I did.
Explains the hat. Like state.
I was paying for him to talking shit.
Like state police. Makes sense.
But yeah,
Niggas
so,
love that shit.
I
Wrangling niggas.
What did I start off? B87 in 2015 as an intern.
Yes.
From there, I worked with 2 times LG.
Shout out 2 times.
2 times. I will forever give him his flowers. And then
Bro.
2 years ago, I got introduced to DJ Franchise, and then from there, we're out of Rhode Island, obviously, and he had Rhode Island artists on lock, and I had Boston, kind of somewhat from working with 2 times and being at B87, so it only made sense for us to join,
Okay.
and since
Here
then,
we
it
are.
just
Boom.
Okay. I love that, man. I love that, man.
Yeah, I love
So-
you in the scene.
thank
Yeah,
you, thank
yeah,
you, thank
you
you,
know.
thank you, thank you,
Because you represent it well.
thank you,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bring a
Black
little
woman,
style and
you know what I
grace.
mean? Like,
thank you, thank you.
I mean, you over there, you got the hat, keep shit. Make sure you get the distance. Niggas can't get close with the hat.
Don't-
Yeah, I mean,
no, you
it's
don't wanna
like
knock the hat off.
you like
I always got a
Raiden.
hat on
You know what
if
I'm
y'all
saying?
got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So,
Okay, well,
like
shit,
the way you
man.
represent Leticia.
Thank you, I appreciate you guys.
Happy you here. We're going to have a great conversation
Yes,
tonight
we
with the
are.
guests, man. But before we do that, we're going to get into these red cups and ratings like we do every motherfucking week.
Yeah.
So, red cups and ratings. We have 2 projects like we do every single week, man. This week, we're going to start off with somebody who's actually from Western Mass. He's been doing his thing. I actually went to his listening party. And I was impressed by dude, man. So we talking about my man Suge. He dropped Trap Over Rap. Trap Over Rap. How long is this project, man? This one is about 10 minutes, 10 tracks long, 23 minutes in its entirety. What y'all think? Ladies first, please.
He got me pulled over.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was on my way here and I was listening to it, and I got pulled over because I didn't, I was just zooming down
Yeah? He's flying.
zooming down the road.
I can do
listening
that.
Nah, seriously, the first 3 tracks, I think it makes you like, it gets you real amped.
Right.
It makes you
Yeah.
like want to pull up, like if you looking to go hit a lick, if that is that a term?
I don't know about that. I go to work.
I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah,
Just my
no.
wife is the only thing I lick.
Hey,
Pause.
hey,
And
that's
I
not a
don't
pause.
gotta pause that.
No,
I gotta
it's
pause
a
that.
pause for me. But yeah, no,
I go
seriously.
head first. I'm sorry.
No, but it gets you real amped. The first 3 tracks get you real amped, but after that, I kind of like,
Yeah, the excitement dwindled down for you.
it dwindled down. I don't
Started
know
doing
if
the
it's-
speed limit.
Yeah, I did. I went from 65
She
to
was like,
40.
all right. She was like, yeah.
Put
Middle
my
lane.
seatbelt on,
Yeah,
nigga.
Middle lane. Cruise control.
Right.
Yeah.
What was your favorite record?
Down was it Down Homie? Down
Damn homie.
Damn.
Homie,
Homie.
and then
Yeah.
the first one.
Okay.
Those were my first 2.
Good for the games. Okay.
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so at first I was looking for a reason, like what I didn't like about it. So at first I was thinking the beat sounded outdated, but I think that's something with the mixing. I think it's something with the mixing on this album. I don't know what it is. But other than that, it's his delivery. His delivery is just not strong enough. He's saying something. Yeah. Like he got shit to say, but his delivery is just kind of dry. It's just like, was that the punchline? Yeah, okay, I mean, like, yeah, you get what I'm saying? What yeah. So it's like, my favorite record is Annie with Doobie. And like, that, his energy was the highest. Like, if you listen to all his other records on that shit and go listen to that record, his energy is at the ultimate high. And like, he's delivering it like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Them other joints sound like he was just, in the studio, buying the studio time. He was like, his man heard it in the car. His man was like, that shit is hard. You know what I mean? Okay. Because he probably said it in his voice. I'm sure he rapped like he sound. Okay. You get what I'm saying? But his delivery was just dry. You know what I mean? It's sesh. That's dry.
That's dry in Creole for you niggas.
He made the car statement. So when I told you yesterday I was listening to it, I was listening to it off my phone, and it didn't really do anything.
Nah, you gotta listen to this.
You gotta listen to in the car. Exactly. Yeah. The car definitely
home theater system.
It makes that's the ultimate separator.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I mean, I'm not gonna front. Like, I liked it. I didn't know that. Niggas out in Fitchburg get it popping, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
niggas get it popping in Alaska, nigga.
Ain't that Western Mass? Fitchburg's not Western Mass.
Like, there's gang bangers in Alaska, nigga.
No,
don't ever get it
Western Mass. Okay, it's the accent.
No. Western Mass. Is that not Western or is that Central? I don't know.
Western.
But
that's
like Central.
Yeah, Fitchburg, right? Yeah. So I ain't know niggas got it popping like that. I don't really be out those parts. You know what I'm saying? But this shit was hard, man. And I think what you mean about the beats, Cash, I think it's because it's a trap record, right? And, trap has a certain sound to it with the certain sound kits that producers and shit use. I liked it, man. Like, I think he got something with this. I think he has a clean image as well. You know what I mean? Like, from what I've seen of Suge, like, he carries himself very well. He looked like a rapper. He you know what I mean? He looks the part. Yeah. And he sounds the part. I just want to hear more of it, man. I like my favorite record had to be Annie with your Doobie and Cream Tech. Okay. Shout out Doobie, man, for real. Shout out Cream Tech. I've been seeing his name for years, man. He's been doing his thing for a minute. I think Cream's from like Malden or some shit. I'm not sure exactly where, but he does band music with B and shit over the years and all of that. He's been popping up around. So I do like the connections that I've seen on this album. You got Doobie, you got Cream Tech. I'm not sure who Doughboy is. The fact that I don't really understand what Cleveland, Massachusetts is dude from Cleveland?
I didn't get what that meant.
I didn't understand the references. If Doughboy's from Cleveland, that makes sense, right? But I'm not sure. Like I can't really tell you I can't break that down for you, man. But I liked it, man. I think Suge got something going with this. I think, with just more repetition, you getting them, putting them shots up and just more visibility and more people, investing into his sound and his craft. I think he can go places with it. I think this is a very marketable sound. I think he has what it takes for people to actually take a liking to him with how the way he's displaying his shit right now. So, anything else y'all want to say about this?
Nah, what we give it, man?
All right, man. Out of 5 red cups, we gave my man Suge Trap Over Rap a solid 4.1. Out of 5 red cups, man. Red cups ratings. Shout out my man Suge, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. I actually want to talk to him real soon, man. So we gotta make something.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good conversation.
I think, just learn more about what's going on over there and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Facts. Bridge the gap in a way. Facts. You know what I'm saying? All right. So next project is by a No Attempts artist. You know what I'm saying? This is my man
Attempts.
Peanut Wavy.
From Kato today.
Feel My Pain. This is 9 tracks long, 29 minutes in its entirety. What y'all think?
It was good. So I actually had my son listen to both records as well, and he chose this one over the other one. I thought it was good. My songs were, hold on one second. I'm cheating real quick. Broken Home, 10 Toes Down with Hefner Boss, and On My Block. On My Block was probably like my favorite one.
Okay.
But you felt the pain in Broken Home, and On My Block you felt the street shit. So
Right.
it was a balance for me.
Yeah, that nigga Young Who Else got a funny ass name, nigga. Young Who Else.
Young
nigga.
Who Else.
That's a great name.
Yeah,
man.
that's fine.
That's a great name.
I mean,
He's part of the No Attempts team.
No Attempts, Shooters. You know that whole conglomerate.
Okay, Shooters music. Shout out to
I mean-
Shooters music.
No Attempts, big No Attempts.
Peanut just came home. You know what I'm saying? And like when niggas just come home, like they be like just a hard drive of raps. Yeah, I mean they are like, nigga, I got 3 other projects right now. Nigga,
Yeah, they
you
got
know what I mean?
encyclopedias of rap.
So it's like I feel like he was like just like rushing through putting this out, but it was still, you could still feel his pain, no bullshit. Like like he put that out there, and like this was his debut shit, and he don't got no other project.
Yeah.
And like shit is like different for him, man. Like he's battling like, you know, real trials and tribulations.
Right.
You know
Facts.
what I'm saying?
Facts.
So niggas like that, when they put shit like this out, I listened because like I know it was coming from a dark place.
And because Kato told you to listen.
Nah. I listened before.
That nigga
Nah.
listen to this shit. Yes,
Nah,
Kato.
when I seen he was with Kato, I was like, I mean, the only reason why Kato would co-sign anybody really is if, you know, they had a real story to tell. And he does.
That's a fact. I mean, I liked it, man. Feel My Pain. I thought it was a great name for the project. The only thing that I don't like about that is that that's a thing now, right? Everybody wants to be, you know, in pain, right? Like niggas want to talk about their pain, right?
Because of the Percocets, bro.
and it's
Yeah, hello, this is pain medication. It makes you speak your pain.
and it's not a bad thing, right? But it's just a common theme now, right? Where it's like everybody's doing pain music, quote unquote. But I think he could rap. He could rap his ass off. He was spitting that shit. And I thought for, you know, the first time me ever hearing like a full length project by him, I thought it was pretty polished for a nigga who just came home and just, you know, put some shit together. You heard Dallas Rose all over it.
Yeah.
And you heard the usual suspects. You had 8 Zip on it, 100 Round Kato, of course. The only thing that I didn't like about it was the girl records. You know, like
Nah, those are to his joints.
look, I don't disagree with
Son
you.
was in prison.
But old girl Bonnie, you can't just throw a random chick on a record and just like think she a mill. You know what I mean? And just jiggle what, jiggle who. Like it's not gonna always work. I don't know who she is, but I didn't like it. You know, I'm just saying that's my opinion. Like, you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like I just felt like her verse was rushed and it could have like not made it. He could have put another song on there.
Bonnie, you got work to do.
But you know, either way, as a whole project, a full length project, I'm proud of Peanut, man. I thought like Peanut did his thing with this. Like, you know, he showed niggas that he actually has something to talk about, right? And again, it just comes back down to follow up, right? Let's see some visuals. Let's see, you know, what you do with this. Let's see how far. Like, if you're gonna start rocking some shows, you're gonna start, you know, moving and shaking hands, getting yourself in certain rooms and things of that nature. Because that's what this is all about, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to just come home, put out an album, and do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I liked it. You know, Feel My Pain. I wasn't expecting this. I didn't see it coming, to be honest. Like, I knew Peanut Wavy was doing his thing, but, like, the way it dropped, it just, maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. I don't know. But it caught me off guard, but I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Like, you know, besides... It was 2 records. I'll listen to all these records all over again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, out of 5 red cups, we gave my man Peanut Wavy Feel My Pain a solid 4.2. Out of 5 red cups, man. Shout out my man Peanut Wavy. Shout out No Attempts. Shout out Shooters. Everybody over there, man. I know y'all get down. Y'all not from the Jacks. Find you on a side street. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk to the guest tonight, man. I'm super excited to talk to this young lady, man. Now, she emerged on the scene a couple years ago. she's been doing her thing like silently but like loudly at the same time, because I don't think she looks for the attention, but with all the people who are in her corner and the people who throw it up for her, it's kind of hard to ignore her, man.
Yeah, you got to give it to her.
I love the message that she's bringing to all the young women everywhere, the young black women especially, man. So I need everybody and anybody to put your hands together, give your undivided attention to Nate Speaks. What's good, baby?
Hey y'all.
What up? Yo, Nate, what's up?
Not much, chilling.
How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. Thank y'all for having me.
We had to have you.
Glad, yo. You know what I'm saying? You exfoliate, my nigga. Your skin's mad clear and shit.
that
bro.
African soap.
Like, hey.
No foundation, no nothing. That's that black on crack at a young age skin.
You know what I mean? You have 19-year-old skin again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Before all the drugs.
Yo.
My fault. But Nate, for the people who don't know who you are, quick rundown: who you are, what you do, what you represent.
All right. Hey y'all, I'm Nate Speaks. I'm a 19-year-old rapper and poet from Mattapan, and I'm here.
Here we are. From Mattapan.
From Mattapan, you
Very
heard?
dear to my heart.
Murder pen.
You know what I mean?
It ain't murder.
What part of Mattapan you grew up?
I mean, I'm right by Simcoe's.
Okay.
Right there.
Right, like in the heart of it.
Off Blue Hill Ave, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what's up. And you still live there? Okay, good shit.
Ooh.
And your what's your ethnicity?
I'm Jamaican and black.
Okay. Book. I thought you was gonna say Haitian, because you know what I'm saying. Like it just kind of goes without saying, and Mattapan type shit.
Nah, there's a few others in there, you know. Other than
Yeah, it's a melting pot of niggas. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? There's
it is.
all types of niggerdom and niggatry going on in Mattapan. You know what I'm saying?
it's not quite gentrified yet.
It's getting there.
They trying. They
You see any white people walking around with clipboards, looking around at buildings yet? That's what they do. Like, I think I'm gonna buy this one right here. Yeah.
No bullshit. Like that. You know, when black people own in Mattapan, I'd be like, you rich. No bullshit. Because, like, to own in Mattapan these days is
Still one of the cheapest parts of Boston, though,
not
to own.
It's what you mean. And
Real estate. I think one of the cheapest parts of Boston is Mattapan.
goddamn, really?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just saying, whatever. We ain't got to get into all of that. We're here to talk about Nate Speaks, yo. But
Yeah.
For somebody like me, I know he just said that you've been on the scene for a couple of years. For somebody like me that just found out about you, how long have you been rapping for, or doing spoken word?
So I've been doing this since I was like a baby. I keep telling people, like, back in middle school, I was writing like little diss tracks and stuff. It was little poems, but it was still like the start of everything that I do now. So definitely like middle school.
diss records in middle school.
I promise.
What you
I
saying?
had
You
beef
ain't
with a
even
girl.
got the good gap on.
I said something. No wonder you're the only one out of 16. There's 16 girls in the class. They all looking like, girl, like we was just playing. Like,
And you flamed her. You gave her a whole 16.
I promise to God, I
I
was.
got a bar for every girl in this class. Crazy. Stop playing with
I
me.
promise.
Oh shit. What inspired it though? Like what made you want to like start doing that? Like since as a young girl.
Well, back, like, it's always been me and my Dukes. She plays like a lot of like Monica, Indy Ari, Lauryn Hill, like just a lot of neo soul and hip hop. So I always had that part of it kind of like flowing for me. But then my brother also did music.
Yeah.
So it was like he would come, he would do like his little freestyles and stuff like that. And I just kind of put the pieces together because as I'm learning words, period, because I'm
Right.
young at this point. And now it's like, all right, now I can put them together. I'm on YouTube, you know, instrumentals and beats, just playing with stuff.
Right.
And just kept doing it.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, shit. I mean, you know what's crazy, right? So, progress of this podcast, right? One of my earliest guests was Avenue. This is back in 2020. He mentioned you then.
Yeah.
Right? I remember that episode when I asked him, like, who you checking for out the city?
I remember
And
that.
he was like, Nate Speaks. And I'm like,
So you had to be like 16, 17 at the time.
yeah, baby girl. So how did that happen? Like, how did that connection with Avenue happen?
So I'm a part of a youth nonprofit called 617 Peak, which is actually my manager is the founder, Akena, in the back. But
Hey.
So when I started that program, it was off a poetry contest. So I won. I was one of the winners for the contest. Got my book and my prize, whatever. But then it kept going. So we eventually had like studio time for all the students that were a part of the program. And in the studio time, I kind of would have like guests come in, different artists. So I had seen Av because I kind of would always send me like his videos and stuff on Instagram. I had seen everything, so I was tuned in. But then he had him come to the studio. I didn't know he was coming, so I opened the door because the studio is separated. I opened the door, Av's in there. I'm like, oh, like I'm just lit because now he's here in person. But since then he would just like sit in on my studio sessions. It wasn't too much saying anything, just watching, just having him there, that support, and then it just kept going from there.
That's fine.
You know what's funny? Y'all have like a very similar cadence to y'all voices. You and Av, nigga. I don't know what it is, nigga. It's funny. Has anybody told y'all that before?
Nobody said it, but I agree.
Yo, it's
I
like
hear it too.
I hear it in the music, and I'm like, is this nigga writing her lyrics?
Like before she go in,
What the fuck? But now meeting you, you talk like that. So it's not even like, you know what I mean? Like, oh,
but there'd be some joints, man, cause she'd be like, listen, like before she goes spit, like she'd be saying, listen. I'm like,
I feel like it really comes from when you start freestyling. Because when I started writing, I never wrote songs. Like I never had hooks or like a chorus, nothing. I would just write. So that's always why I'm like listen, you like that's the startup, you know.
That's like loading the joint.
I still do that. I feel like I need to stop doing that sometimes.
I like
listen on every. That's crazy. Every
I like
track.
it. Like I hear, like it's like it's from Av too. Like when Av say it, like it makes me like burger. I'm like, all right. Niggas like, listen, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, bet.
Say less.
You know what I mean? You got that. You know what I mean? So that shit work.
So you're a part of the Word Speak Life family, right? I think that's beautiful, considering your name is Nay Speaks, right? Now, what's that journey been like for you?
Being a part of the collective.
Yeah.
See, I gotta think about it. I gotta load on this one. I feel like, and this is a part of it that I love, is that nothing was like too quick. Because like I said, it started with Av just being in the sessions with me, and there was no attachments to that. So he was just there and just kind of listening to what I was doing and giving me guidance in some places. Maybe we should do this again. Maybe we should. I like the sound of this, stuff like that. It was just tips. And then it kind of turned into, okay, what's your vision and how can I help get you there? And like I said, for a long time still, he wasn't asking me for anything. It was just, how can I help?
Yeah.
That was it. So I feel like kind of just being able to grow gradually, not only business wise, but just a relationship as like, this is a family, and just ease into it was like, it made everything easier. It made everything more comfortable for me, especially being so young and still learning about the music industry itself. So
that's beautiful. It's good to have people in your corner who actually give a fuck.
Facts.
Right? Who's not just trying to make a quick buck and shit.
Yeah, I'm
make you
glad
all these promises that they can't deliver on and shit.
I'm glad that it's Av, because Av's not the nigga who's gonna like scream your name. He's gonna whisper that shit, but when he whisper that shit, you gonna feel that, man. Yo, Nate
like, Nate Speaks. You know, Nate Speaks got some shit going on right now.
And now look, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You see the rating you got. How'd you feel about the rating you got? The Russian judge. The 4.9.
I know they don't give these out.
The 4.9, man.
It was the Russian judge.
The Russian judge. That was a 5, all right? That was supposed to be a 5.
That's the judge that is unspoken of.
Yeah. We won't.
That's Vidania.
You know.
Well, your name is definitely highly spoken of from now on. I was talking to a friend like 2 weeks ago. He's actually sitting in the room and he was like, "Yo, you got to get in contact. You got to get in tune with Nate Speaks." And then just after he said that, they did the rating on you guys. So I was on you. I was like, "Oh, okay. So she's somebody that I want to, you know." And then I started watching your TikToks, and you're dope. You're definitely dope. You're definitely well spoken, and you're dope.
Thank you.
You're dope.
TikTok. How many followers you got on there?
It's like 15K now.
15K. That's it.
That's it.
Come on, man. You're 19. You're supposed to have like 15.
Oh my God,
million.
they play too much. They play too much. It's too up and down on TikTok. Got to post at the right time with the algorithm.
Yo, I don't know how to TikTok, man. I tried to do it for the pod.
It's hard.
I tried to like, and then whatever.
Figure that shit out, Chiz, man.
There's no rhyme or reason. It's like the
Yeah.
algorithm. It just might go viral with this, but you won't go viral with this.
TikTok's one of those things like you can post the same thing like 13 times. One of them gotta go viral. One of them.
Really?
You can post the same video.
Wow, that's interesting how that works.
So you
Okay.
could freestyle over the Summer Walker J. Cole beat. I was loving that.
Thank you.
Okay. That's what really was like, okay. And then there was another one that you did in the car.
Is it the Ain't Shit Funny
Yes.
remix? Mhm.
Yeah.
Nate, is this shit 100%? Are you going 100% with this shit? Are you like 100% like this?
Like locked in?
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Some niggas be up here like, yo, son. Honestly, nah, son. Nah, I'm really like 40.
Nah. So you still got it, baby.
So you ready? So you 100%, 100%
This
pedal
is-
to the metal,
This
This
it.
is what you want.
sponging all that information coming in. You gotta filter that shit too, though. But yeah,
But not only that, I just read a write up on you that Noble did, and
Yeah.
you recently were in contact with what's his name? One of whoever discovered Drake or whoever's working
Cortez,
with Drake.
yeah.
Yeah. That was Wayne's
And
manager
he
at some point,
co-signed,
right?
yeah. And he co-signed for you. So how does that make you feel?
See, I keep doing this. I just say good, but like it's more than good. Like it's an affirmation for me in itself. Like keep going. It's like a green light, you know. And I feel like I just appreciate that period. Like a lot of times I don't need too much from anybody, but just to see it and to note it and then vocalize that is like I appreciate you.
Right.
So
That's some real like raised by a Caribbean woman type
yeah.
shit.
God is really blessing
Yeah,
you,
man,
man.
like,
Like,
you know
God
what
is
I'm
really
saying?
blessing you.
So more into your personal life, like you in school, you go to Spelman,
yeah,
like real black girl shit, like for real. What are you studying over there?
English.
English.
Yeah.
What do you plan to do with that?
Okay,
Teach?
crazy thing is, I just like words. I like reading, I like writing, I like words. So I actually start the classes for that this year because you don't start them your freshman year.
Okay.
So I'm like, I want to see what I can do with that just because I've always been more like interested when it came to reading and writing. And then it plays a role in my music because that's all the words right there. That's all the stories, all inspiration. But I guess we'll see. We'll see after this year.
So you're going into your sophomore year? Okay. What was your freshman year look like? He's wilding out.
Respectfully, though.
Hey,
But
mom's
still.
gonna be watching. Yeah.
Because my mom gonna be like, she think this a game? She think it's a game?
I'm paying for this shit.
Like just like that.
You're also a soror, right?
Oh no.
I thought I
Now you
seen-
can't pledge first year anyway, so
okay.
we'll see what happens. That's
you
why I
looking
said
to?
second year,
Maybe
Baby.
not.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Okay.
So I never been to college. Like what's the campus?
Shit sounds
experience like?
expensive.
What's the campus
is.
experience like? Like, you know what I mean? What's the best part for you? Like you just getting in it.
Freedom.
I think freedom. There's pros and cons to the freedom because it's like, of course you can do what you want to do, but when it comes to high school versus now, like my mom's not calling me to be like go to your classes. Like
Right.
you really gotta understand that it's an investment and want to go to class.
Right.
So I didn't get that. Like my first like semester, I did not understand that concept. So I kind of had to, learn my schedule and what I can and can't do
Get your
because
shit together.
Yeah.
if you got a class at 9, you can't be out at 5. It's not gonna add up.
Right.
My battery doesn't work like that. So
At 19, I was doing shit like
I
that
was
though.
about to say, I was too.
no, like,
Yo,
see,
we
I
was
can
drinking
try. It ain't-
vodka.
Cheap vodka too.
Yeah.
It wasn't even no good shit.
plastic bottles of vodka.
Was y'all waking up? That's
Yes.
the question.
Yeah.
Partying from Wednesday
See,
to
nah.
Sunday, and I'd still be in class on Monday.
But
like
not
it
for
was-
college. I wasn't going to college.
college,
though.
yes. for
You
me,
were,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I did college for like 36 hours max. Just about.
It wasn't even a full
That was
36
it.
It wasn't.
Yo, he and I went to Mass Bay. We started the same day. That nigga fucking, like, next day, I'm like, yo, you coming to class? He's like, nigga, nah, I quit.
It's not for me.
Oh, yeah. So don't be like Cash, buddy. Get your ass to class. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be like that.
That's fire, though, because seeing you, step into this with the music, and still being able to balance, school life and shit like that. Like, how do you find the time to like get inspiration to do music?
I feel like finding the time for inspiration is like I don't think I have that. I think it's more so because a lot of my music is derived from what I'm doing in my like daily life. So it could be random stuff that happens, and I'm like, it might just be something I pick up on, and then I'm in the shower, and that's what comes out in the notes or something like that. But I feel like it's less about like finding my time for inspiration. It's just more so when something comes to me, I try to make that urgent, like immediately write down whatever it is I saw, whatever it is I was thinking, so that I know I can double back to it, and then I can get into like a more detailed description or whatever. But it'd be fine to me. Like, I don't, I don't try to look too much.
It's like them early Drake bars. Them early Drake bars and J. Cole bars was like college bars. It was like shit they was going through like every day. Yeah. And people were just like, oh my God, he's saying that shit. But you say that shit like in a way that I love. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like y'all make, those types of instances when you have artists that you take to who are in school, it kind of makes you want to go to college, right? It's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of want to see what that be like. When Drake and J. Cole was in college, I was doing God knows what. You know what I'm saying? So it was a different experience. But going back to your writing and things like that, like what's your writing process like?
It's weird because it's so random. Like I said, like I'll have like a random thought. Like I could be in the shower or something. I'll just have to be in the mood, and it just like it'll come to me. It might be one line, and I'll just pick up from there and keep writing. It could be me out somewhere, and because I'm always thinking. Like regardless of if I'm speaking, I'm always thinking about something, and then I kind of just like I dwell on that, put it in the notes. It might be something I'm like. Sometimes I play beats like over and over and just kind of freestyle and keep going. And then I'm like, all right, we need that. Write that down, and then goes from there. It might even be something like, and I didn't really learn this until I started working with like Words Speak Life. But even if I have like just a couple bars, record that, reference, and then play it back, repeat that, and just keep adding. Like everything just happens over time. So, and then. My fault. But just adding, like there's sometimes too where I could sit down and just write a whole song. I just have to be really in tune with like whatever the beat is or something like that. Something I might hear in the beat, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling that. Just keep going.
Because when I hear all the English major and all that, I be thinking like, how do you feel about when people critique your bars? Like when you sitting in a session, somebody like, hey yo, you could switch that up, or I know nobody's gonna write for you. Is somebody gonna write for you ever? No. So when it comes,
I got mad words, nigga. Focus on
So when it comes to the critiquing, how do you take the advice well, or do you?
I think I take like critiques very well, just because I feel like I'm good with picking what's like an actual critique for me, and if somebody's like projecting or something, because some people want to hear stuff a certain way. Like even I remember when I used to like rap for my friends, and I'm just talking, like I'm spinning, and they like, nah, like can we get something with some more bounce? Like maybe you should sing, or maybe you should. I'm like okay, cool, that's nice, but I'm not gonna be bending over backwards to like fit what everybody wants to hear. No, that's not what it's about. But when I have people that come to me, and let's say I forgot who it was, but it was like a critique on 18, and he was like, I like the song, but I feel like the hook goes too many times, or like I'm hearing it too many times, something like that. And I'm like, something like that, like I could take that and kind of run with it, because then it's like, okay, maybe I should play with my hooks a little bit more, maybe I should switch it up, and it forces me to try something new. Like I like a challenge, and I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to my critiques. Like I'm not gonna do everything, but I do know that if I listen back and maybe I agree with the critique, maybe I should try something new. Like that's not with everything, but certain stuff. Yeah.
Don't never let anybody try to critique your image or your mind, please, because that's the most solid piece of you.
Just the way you are.
Maintain that.
So with that being said, you being the way you are, like you're so conscious, you're like so like well-rounded, well-spoken. You watching what's going on the internet and other Boston artists, female artists, talking about this and that.
Pussy. Ass. Titties.
How do you
Pussy.
prevent yourself? Like, I don't ever want to see you going down that lane. But how do you prevent yourself from going down that lane?
I think for me, like as of right now, it's more so my mom don't even play like that. Like my dudes
shout out
don't
to
even play
Mama
like
Nay.
that.
Yeah,
So,
damn right.
Yeah. So it's like
What's your real name?
Janae.
Janae.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear Jamaican mom already riffing.
Janae.
Janae.
They had that blood clot shit in the back.
Just like that. Like she don't even like me cussing. Like that's new for her. So when she played the album, she's like,
Who's your nigga?
like so many cuss words. I'm like, listen, lady. Listen, I got it from you. Please.
Like Ma's like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Or the pan shit, Ma.
And it's crazy because I just had to do it. Because it was if it's something I ask, it would have been a no.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. I
That
just had
was
to
always
do
my
it.
motto growing up. Ask for forgiveness later, man. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Fuck it, man.
You already know what the punishment's like.
Yeah.
You've been
It's
through
got
all the
yellow.
obstacles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got
They only got so many tricks. They get old.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Real fast.
Yeah.
Now that the album is out, how does she feel about it? She support you?
She does. She really likes the album. I feel like the cuss words was just something for her to be like,
Yeah. She's
you
a
know,
mom.
you.
Yeah.
Like, but she plays it like even some like I just posted. She was playing it in the shower, and I'm like, oh, like
Oh, that's fire.
that's new because she always was tuned in, but now it's like she has something solid to kind of go through to show her friends. You know the Facebook post and all that.
I was gonna say.
She's loving that.
You see Janae?
She called a family and
Big
Jamaica
rapper
one time.
thing.
That's my daughter.
Nickel, you up there.
19, yo, life is gonna come, yo.
You go on
at
to come make
quick,
a million.
yo. especially if you like in this music shit. I feel like, cause you know, 20, 21. You know what I mean? Then it's like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, you know, so all these obstacles, stay focused.
Yes.
I don't know. I know you got to go through them. What I say don't matter. You got to go through shit. That's just what it is. Yeah, I mean, I always think about niggas be like, yo, you got to give niggas game. Nigga, please. Everybody got to go through shit. Like, no matter what you tell a nigga, like, they got to go through shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's life.
And like you said, you're young, so you're still gonna go through a lot of stuff. So you still gotta stick through it.
And you just talented as fuck.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and you putting every day's life in your music. So I don't want every day's life to fuck that up.
Right.
Get what I'm saying?
Do you see yourself ever writing for anybody?
Ooh, that's a killer. Damn.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah. I can see that just because I'm kind of learning about that part of the music industry too, and like how that works. And I feel like the thing about a lot of music that's out right now, I feel like it's easy. Like for some people, of course, and I don't knock nobody's hustle. I don't knock nobody's music, whether I like it or not. You're doing it. So it's like a lot of that stuff I hear it and I'm like, that's light. Like to write, I would never record it and put it out for myself. But to write that, that's easy. Me, when I make my music, I'm still looking at like some grammar checks and stuff. Like I want you to understand. Like I want to really like tell the story that I was intending to tell. But I know for other people, it's like I just need you to bounce. I just need you to shake.
It's
Pop
like,
that pussy,
Shake
pop that ass. Hey.
And everybody tee up. So
I think
Yo, my fault. I'll go.
I will say my bar. Your bar for me was your bar's as cold as an OG soul. That was it for me. I was like, okay, baby, don't know what you're talking about. She got an old soul, but she's young. No, so
But Nicole, Nick Fury tweeted some shit earlier. You said, got got that shit that make it crack. You put down the crack. What do they put?
That shit that make a crack, you put a pipe down.
Damn pipe down.
Pipe down.
Nasty face when you shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Got the stank face.
Going back to Nayborhood Healer.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it.
What young man pissed you off with the Love Jones shit that made you get in your feelings about that? You know what I'm saying?
He gonna blow up. That's what happens, though.
Is he important?
Don't give him no shine.
Is he still
Is
around?
he important? Is he important?
Go ahead.
He's important to the plot.
Hey!
Is he important to me? I don't know. But to the plot, this is a substantial character.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer. How did you feel about the project?
Okay. See, I've been waiting to say this. So, for me, I love the process and I love the journey of like putting everything together and learning, because I learned so much while recording this that like not everything had to be exactly my way. I had to also listen to like my team when it came to outside, not even opinions, but like what they heard like sonically for how I could improve, and I had to just trust that. And this was my first time having to do that, but I really do like appreciate that, because I love learning. Like I love learning. I love trying new stuff. I love that risk factor to it, because it keeps me on my toes for, I don't know what the reaction is going to be, but I can feel that it's going to be something crazy. And I feel like we all felt that. So that was like a moment in itself. And I love that journey part of it. I do want to acknowledge that after dropping it, I was tired. I was exhausted. Like it felt like a word dump. And I was telling them this, like it felt like I had just dropped like a child. and in that, it felt,
But this is your baby though.
that's my baby.
Because I bet, because that can't be that hard.
And you know what? Y'all about to get canceled. Y'all about to get canceled.
We've said worse. That's the kicker.
It did take
We've
a lot
definitely
to get
said
it.
worse.
It did take a lot.
I can't stand it. Oh my god.
I was just saying, there's machines now that you could like test out like what it
Okay,
feels
stop.
like. All right.
He's all right.
Yo, Nate, proceed.
But after that, you know, it took a lot out of me. And then I feel like I even had my own personal struggle to connect with my project afterwards, because it had taken so much. And it was like, everybody was like celebrating, like, yo, you just dropped, like, da-da-da. And I'm like,
yeah, go listen to it.
like, nah, just like that. Like, it hadn't hit me yet, like, what this was. Mind you, I really didn't even know what a debut album was. I seen the word plenty of times.
Yeah.
I had no idea what that actually meant.
Right.
But everybody was like, this is your first step. Like, you just hopped in. Like, and I'm like, wow. Like, it took some time for it to really hit me that that's what this was. But yeah, I feel like everything so far has been like, it's beautiful because it's like it's a mixing pot of all the emotions. Like when I went through the project, there's happy, there's sad, there's anger in there. So I just feel like I've released a whole lot that I was holding on to, especially from last year being like my first year in college. I had went through stuff like with my medical side, like all that, my health.
You mentioned that on there.
So I had,
you almost died or something. You coming for everything.
yeah.
What's the story on that?
So I have sickle cell disease,
I had
and
no idea.
yeah,
shit.
so I've actually been like a miracle for a while, because you know, a lot of people with the disease are in and out of the hospital a lot.
Yeah.
And I had my first ever crisis last year. So I didn't really know, like I was walking around thinking I had like a cold for like 2 weeks, and I had acute chest pneumonia, like my lungs were not functioning properly, and I didn't know that because it had never happened before. So after that, I ended up being in the hospital for like a month, and it was just all this stuff going on. My body wasn't healing itself, so they had to do like a blood transfusion, all this other stuff that I'm learning about as I'm there. And mind you, while I'm in the hospital, stuff is just not going as planned. Like they had to do some scan. They give me contrast. I'm allergic to contrast. Now I'm in hives. They keep trying new stuff, and it's like my body wasn't reacting well at all.
Wow.
But in that, there was even a moment where it's like the doctor fucked up, and my mom was like crying for me. I couldn't cry at the time because I was just trying to breathe.
Right.
Like I couldn't feel nothing else because I just wanted to breathe. And my mom's bawling her eyes. She's crying for me. Like that was a moment right there. But I feel like it was an important one because I tried to be very calm, and a lot of times I could probably wild out. But I always tend to go to, all right, let me relax. Let me, you know what I mean? Remain who I am, even when I'm facing like adversity. So that was like a moment right there. It was a tough one, but it was one that we got through. We prayed through. So
God damn it. God damn it.
Clap it up for
God
that. That shit just gave me chills,
God
yo.
damn
Like a dog.
it. She made me calm down when she said how she goes through it. Wow.
So since then you slowed down.
Wow.
Have you found like
God damn it.
natural remedies to take care of yourself in a better way?
no.
No.
Like I think it's more so some of it's just normal stuff. Drinking OD water, fruits, veggies, paying attention to how I'm feeling, like just in general, because I feel like college was moving so fast paced. I thought I had a cold. I drank green tea, and that wasn't
That
really
shit gives
doing
me
it. But like,
diarrhea.
it's supposed to detox. That's what it's supposed to do.
That's what it's supposed to do?
That's what it's supposed to do. Is green tea clear you
I
out.
didn't know that.
But I feel like yeah.
What? Instant
said,
diarrhea.
"Give me
That
diarrhea."
shit- I was like, oh shit. That shit was crazy. It's
Yeah.
faster than coffee. Coffee, it take like a couple hours,
green
nigga.
tea
Green
do
tea
that.
is like, oh, like right now, son.
Gotta chill.
Yeah, dead dog.
But with me being Jamaican, I just had to be consistent. Like we already had the ginger tea, the elderberry, my mom has like all of that stuff, but I just had to be on top of it because in school I was like, I drink some green tea, I'll be alright. No.
Shit. You was getting medicine, you was getting treatment out here in Massachusetts, right?
No, in Atlanta.
Oh my God.
Yo, I hate this nigga. Nigga said, oh my God.
Right. You should have been home.
You should come home, please.
Nigga, nah, they had to get it done right there. She was in Atlanta at Spelman.
She can still have her PCP up here.
What's your favorite track on the album?
This is a hard question. I feel like it changes. But so far,
All right, top three.
top 3, Sister Soldier, Overspilt,
Stuff.
and that was probably Silent Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Sister Soldier, just because I feel like that one packs a lot for me. Like when I wrote that, I felt it. Like there's certain things I write and I'm like, I feel a deep connection to this piece. And that one also came from, like I said, I'm interested in reading and writing. So last year I had started doing my research on like Sister Soldier. I read like her first Coldest Winter Ever.
Yeah.
Where she just talks about like, it's just this young girl moving through New York.
Yeah.
And she's really like, all her role models are a bunch of what not to do.
Right.
But in her head,
They the
those are
illest
the
niggas
goals.
ever.
Like, yeah, that's it. And this is how I got to go through life. And I'm like, it just kind of like opened my perspective a lot. Like in the way she describes things, even the way she talks about love, like it helps you understand on a different level. So when I wrote Sister Soldier, I'm like, you know, this the one for me. Overspilt, that's just my vibes right there. I like the sim like, and then when the beat kicks in, like that's my energy from the project. Silent Hello. See, I got to think about this one, but I just know when we recorded that one, I had it on repeat because I think it's really the hook, the wake up, nigga, you better get it before it get you. Right. And I think that's more so from growing up with brothers and always being worried about them being out in the world, even more than myself, because I know and I see how the world tends to chew up black men.
Damn right.
Amen.
And I think it just kind of like, I don't know, that hook right there just kind of resonates with me in terms of that, because I'm just always thinking about like their safety and like, you know, just
These
how
are
they
your older
maneuver. These are my
brothers.
all older brothers, 3
Right.
older brothers. Yeah,
You're the youngest. Oh,
3 older
man.
brothers and a sister. So
All right.
yeah.
Ain't that crazy how that worked?
Yeah, niggas will go absolutely ape shit. You
They
understand?
probably all concerned about you.
Uh-huh.
And you're using all your time and energy being worried about your big brothers.
Right.
That's beautiful though. No bullshit.
They probably fight you for finding out that you worrying about them.
Right. Right.
No,
Right.
they know I do because I know I get on their nerves, but I want to know how you doing. No, how you really how you really doing? Like,
Girl,
I'll
I'm
make
busy.
them- I make them sit down.
You want some
like,
money?
Now I got shit to do.
Just 20. Yeah.
So what was that dynamic like? You said one of your brothers used to do music. Like, did he actually take it seriously, or was it like just a pastime for him?
He did. The thing with my oldest brother though was he's like in and out of jail. So at the time I'm kind of seeing like he always and still to this day writes a whole lot. Like and his style was so different because he does what he does in a way nobody else would. And that's just from me having my ear. I'm like, the way he comes up with stuff is so different.
Right.
Very different from me even. And I'm like, I just always love that because I'll call him like, you know how you doing. And sometimes even when we couldn't speak, like in a conversation, that was the conversation right there. Have you wrote anything? Like, you know? So I feel like that, I don't know, that plays a big part in everything that I am now because I had to watch somebody kind of like, of course, like jail is like changing him,
Of course.
Yeah.
but it's still my big brother.
Right.
Yeah.
So once a star, you always gonna be in that star in my eyes, regardless of
Facts.
everything that you're going through. And even in that, sometimes it requires that I put my situation to the side, even when we argue, even when we beef, to be like, all right, I know you're going through something bigger than me, so it's not about me right now. And that means sometimes there's no sorry. Sometimes there's no mediation. It just requires that I have forgiveness in myself to keep going. So yeah.
Real shit.
Wow. Very mature.
Hey, you were wise beyond your years.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
On Dead Dogs. And you know, the one of the things that I hear on Neighborhood Healer is the kiddish nature of you, right? And I love that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't try to act like you got it all figured out. You just giving people your truth, and that is everything. You know what I mean? Like that full transparency in the music, and just literally just like I'm just spewing out names right now.
Right.
Don't lose that.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? Because the world's gonna fuck you up. Like that's just what it does. Like, you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. But
cause it takes time to figure that out with yourself. Like,
It does.
like to be like, yo, this is me, and boom, like, you know what I'm saying? Like to fully accept it and like to speak on it and to not like go one way because niggas is doing some shit. I mean, it's there's a lot of corny shit happening these days.
Facts.
And I watch kids your age, and I'm praying for them, but now I'm looking at you and I'm like, yo,
we got a good one.
like they can rock. Like,
Shout out to Master Dan, my nigga.
Yesterday, I just had a situation too with a couple of my friends where it's like everybody's in like a different element, especially where we're from. Like there's some people that know like they're about a whole different life. So I got a friend, it's like my sister, and she knew she was about to beef with this girl. She said, "Nate, go home." She said, "Nate, go home." One of the dudes, and it's not even somebody I'm close with, but I promise to God, he turned to me, he was like, "Janae, go home. You got a future." And I'm like, damn, like it was funny in the moment, but I'm like, when you really think about how a lot of people think about themselves, it's like you feel like it's already over for you.
yeah, at the
And
same
when this
age.
young, yeah.
Don't throw your life away like me.
But shout out to
Like
them.
that's
You
how
got options.
Yeah, shout out to them.
he
Shout out
said,
to
"Man,
them.
go home. You got a
Shout out to
future."
them.
There's some people that won't care and will drag you
And
right
that's
down
that's
the
why
rabbit hole.
yeah, with the friend I'm like everybody's around and they're like nah, like just get one round, like just and I'm like, bro, you come to find out a couple years down the line, none of those people cared period.
Right.
And that was your dog, and that was
Yeah, you
gang,
get
and that
it.
was,
You
and
fucking
nobody
get it.
cared about what you had going on. They
No
didn't
girl
care.
she was fighting with probably didn't even want to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Promise she was ducking.
and
I
that's
promise
what
she
I'm
was
saying.
ducking.
Like, it be like that. You
Yeah.
you get so engulfed in the moment, and you just lose sight of what's actually important, right? Because
Yeah.
you're upset.
Yeah.
You want to hurt somebody because you upset. You know what I mean? But I'm glad you ain't on that.
Nah.
Because Mattapan do that to you.
Yeah. real quick. You gotta
Like
get
Massachusetts, period.
Nigga, I made
Yeah,
Boston,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
whatever. Brockton too, nigga.
So shout out to my sister though, because she was like, "Nate, go home." She's very real about everything that she do and how she do it. So I appreciate that, but I still wanted to highlight that because it's very real, and
Nah,
I'm
that's
seeing
dope.
it as we get older. You know, it's only getting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Sis No Name. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to ask about her performing these records because I seen the Grace by Nia joint. On like I seen a clip that your man. I wanted to be there. How many times have you performed this so far?
I had my show, which was before the album even dropped, and then I had that show at Grace by Nia and at the Grand. That was
That's
the same
nice.
night. I just
Yeah.
went across the street.
That's dope.
What else?
Yeah.
I think that's it for
That
real.
was it.
Yeah.
But you've done spoken word, so performing is it different?
Not too much. Not too much. I feel like it's a different energy level though. Because sometimes with music, like if I just get on a stage and I just hold the mic and just sing the song, like nobody cares. Like as good as this song can be, I don't
Yeah.
care. You didn't engage me. So I feel like even the spoken word piece of it and just having so many words helps me when I'm like, all right, what am I gonna say when I get on this? Like, you gotta tee people up so they can be tuned in when you're performing. Because if you don't, like, I performed when I didn't do that. I didn't not intro, not nothing. We don't care about your ad, and we don't care where we can follow you. Who are you? Like, people want to really feel you when you're on the stage. So spoken word plays a role into that too.
Do you prefer the stage or do you prefer the booth?
That's hard. I like a balance. I like a healthy balance.
I need one.
Yeah.
Which one?
Which one?
One. I need one. Booth or the stage? What do you feel more at? What do you feel more comfortable? Because you got a stage presence. I was looking at some of your videos. You definitely got a stage presence.
I don't know about this question. I don't know if I can answer this question because I feel like it's very different. Like the stage is where everything from the booth comes into life, like it comes into play. I think even with me, like I have to get comfortable in both places. Like when I go into the studio, sometimes I'll just record a freestyle just to get that's my layups. Like record a freestyle, no hook, no nothing. I just want to breathe something out. And then I get into songs and stuff like that. When I get on the stage, that talking piece and that intro is how I get comfortable there. And then it's like, all right, now let's perform. And I don't know. I think it's a balance. Like I don't think it's either one. Of course, it's making the music over anything because that's what I love to do. But I think with where I want to take this, it gotta be both. Like
I like that.
Usually I'd be like, no, I need one. I need one. But I'm gonna let you go.
You got that. So, anything you wanted to come up here and talk about in particular? Anything you wanted to get off your chest?
Nah, not that I can think of.
Real
I'm gonna
nigga.
come up with something.
How do you feel like you've been received, man?
I think, and this is something that I love about it, people are looking at me and like immediately kind of put me in like a role model position. Like
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about, I see what you're doing, and I love that path. And it's immediately like the strong, educated, like black woman,
Yeah.
looking, or black young lady, black kid, all of that,
Right.
mixture, all of that. So people are seeing that in me, and I'm like, that's exactly how I want this to be. And that plays into how I carry myself sometimes too. Like when I know, even if it's my younger cousins, like when they see me doing music videos and on the stage and stuff like that, I want them to look and still be able to say like, that's Nene. Like I don't want it to well, Nene looks like Nicki Minaj, or Nene looks like. I want them to be able to look and say that's Nay. Right. So I feel like it's been very authentic. Like, it's been very real. And like I said in my WBUR article, like, there's dads coming up to me like, I love how you carry. Saying like coming up to me just saying, I like how you carry yourself. I like I want my daughters to look up to you too, like that. Yeah.
If I had a daughter, I would definitely be like, sit in this room and listen.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right now, I said.
That's it.
So that's
Lauryn
important
Hill ain't
to
dropping
me.
no more music.
No.
Yeah.
You're the next thing.
Yeah, I got a niece who's 14, and like I've been meaning to send her your album. I talk to her all the time. Most of the time, it's Uncle Charlie. Can I get some money? But you see the things that kids take to, and what you're doing. More young girls need to be tapping into that essence.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
But
like,
it's tough because you're sending them off to the internet.
we're not sending them off. It's at their fingertips.
I guess,
right? They can get influenced by whatever it is they want to see. Right? Everything's there. It's hard to put as many parental controls as there is, my nigga. Yeah. There's ways around it. These little niggas is crafty. You know what I'm saying? They know how to get around that shit. So right, you know what I'm saying? So just keep being you, man. Like, for real. Like keep shining bright. And like your excitement and like your energy, I feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit makes me excited. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because
you control my emotions. Like, no bullshit. Like, when you tell a sad story, I get real sad. I always cry. Like, and then you bring me back up. Like, oh, we're excited again. You know what I mean?
Listening to the beats on this song, it was like you had a lot of like, I won't say old school beats, but they kind of remind me of old school beats. Yeah, you have this vibrant soul. Like, you got an old soul, but a vibrant soul.
Right.
If you could describe yourself in 3 artists, who would you describe yourself as?
In 3 artists?
In 3 artists. I'm sorry, I brought the podcast side of me, the other girl.
I'm gonna go Lauryn Hill first.
Yeah, let's get
it. I see that in me, and I know other people see that in me too.
Let's get it.
Sure.
I'm gonna go Badu.
Okay.
Get it.
Don't go full Badu.
Full Badu.
She ruins niggas.
Yeah, please.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Look, you're still young. Go ahead.
The devil wears horns and box braids and dreads.
Auntie said, "Go ahead, baby girl. Go ahead, baby
My
girl."
last one.
Clyde.
Oh, this is hard. Thinking hard right now.
It could even be a male artist, and it got to be a female.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm.
It could be like a J. Cole, because that's kind of.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. But not in the sleepy way.
No.
You know how J. Cole is NyQuil to me. So I don't consider you J. Cole in that way.
You say, yeah, you want to go to sleep? Yo, put that J. Cole on.
Put that J. Cole on.
I'm gonna put Kendrick in there, but that's because Kendrick
like
is
that.
even more of a goal to me, more than I represent that now. But it's something in my future while I'm working. That's
I can see that for you.
Yeah.
Because every single artist you just named can drop whenever they want. And niggas is going to eat it up. Say Lauryn Hill say, I'm dropping the album next month. Come on. What you think is going to happen with that? Fucking Badu. Come on. She was selling the set of her vagina.
Listen.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was your age listening to Erykah Badu. Didn't know what I was singing, what I was talking about, but I felt her.
yeah.
And
You know what I
now that
mean?
listen to these words, I'm like, okay.
Being in fucking middle school trying to light some incense, putting on Badu, nigga, like I was doing some shit.
Bullshit.
Like, fuck was I doing? Nigga, I was 12.
No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the other side of hip hop that I discovered. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that side of hip hop is the purest form. I feel.
I'm all like, what you do? I'm doing chores, nigga. What you mean, nigga? Cleaning my room, Badu, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's a whole vibe, and you embody that. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, there's not, there's a lot of people who I'm excited about, but like for different reasons. And I'm excited about your shit because you're different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like ill different. Like when niggas say different, it can mean mad different things. Like you know what I mean? Like sometimes different means like
Something fucked up.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Different.
Something special, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? But
like him and the bus driver, you know what I'm saying?
you're exciting, you're eclectic, you're yourself. I don't think there's anybody like you. So, you know, I don't think you should compare yourself to anybody either. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm just excited to see what you do with this, man, for real.
Thank you.
You know, follow up is everything. Just keep going, keep creating. You got a good team around you. You got some real like real solid core fans around you too. I see that. Like people really throw it up for you. And people who are being introduced to you are just excited as we are. So yeah, just don't lose sight of that and just keep going.
Right.
When's the next tape?
Come on, man. She just dropped this one, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's in the
Don't
works.
do that. She's not Bodie Rock, nigga. Bodie Rock, I have 5 mixtapes ready, nigga.
Ready to go.
Yo, college happens quick, man. I'm sure things happen in college. You back in school yet? Is school back yet? Is that
Next
what happened?
week.
Back
Next week.
Right?
Next
Yeah.
week. Okay.
All right, we're going to get some bars, though, right, Nate?
Ooh.
Red Cups and rap time, right?
Ooh,
I get to hear
okay.
them boys like
Let the people know how to follow you, man. Give them your, you know what I mean, your handles and all of that.
It's Nay Speaks on all social media, NAY_SPEAKS on all music platforms, NAY$PEAKS. Nay Speaks.
Pronunciation killer.
But is there anything else y'all want to end off with before we close this down?
You're dope. You're dope.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
fine.
Still got a lot of growing to do. Keep on the right path. Don't let anything influence you. Walk into every room like God sent you, because he did. Keep going, baby girl, because you're dope.
You know what CWTFB stands for?
Y'all said it earlier. Choose what the future brings.
When you hear that,
She got
what that
mad
mean to
words.
you?
What that mean? Choose
Yeah.
what the future brings?
Yeah.
Oh, off the top. Choose what the future brings. I feel like it means you determine like your path, even though everything's already written. As we're going, you get to choose. You're going straight, you're going left, you're going right. And that doesn't mean you follow where everybody else is going, but you decide what's for me is meant for me and it won't pass me by. And that's the way you go, and you trust that, and you have faith in that, and you live through that.
Let's get it. Wow. Let's get it. And we love you, Nate, for real. Like,
Love
keep
y'all
doing your
too.
thing,
Throw it
girl.
up for you.
This is
glad.
CWTFB Radio,
Metapan shit.
episode 185. I'm Charlie Machine.
your
We
boy.
have lovely Leticia here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My far right hand, man. Cash no motherfucking sense, man.
Pray for the parlay. Pray for the parlay.
We love y'all. Pray for the parlay, man. Till next week. It's Red Cups and Rap Time. Let's get it, baby.
Yeah.
Go.
That was
That was good. I had to use the bathroom without.